Could Meghan and Harry actually go bankrupt? Because right now, the real problem, it's not the title or the fame, it's the money. The cash is drying up, and with no real reliable income, you can't keep paying for a lavish lifestyle. Can you imagine Meghan with no more private jets or bodyguards, no more jams as ever, no more Montecito mansion, and no more With Love Meghan shows? Because spending like billionaires without the billions is a recipe for disaster. Although that would be a real original recipe for Meghan to share with us instead of copying others. So today we're breaking down 5 real reasons why Meghan and Harry are struggling financially and what could actually stop that money leak. But here's the thing, it's not just the spending, it's the behavior behind it. Because how long can they survive when Meghan keeps demanding these diva levels of luxury and sitting on a $21 million worth of inventory that could take 20 years to sell, and by then no jam or flower petal will be eatable? Let's dive in, and as ever, you let me know your thoughts along the way. Now first, let's take a look at Meghan Markle's business as ever. I'm not a millionaire or a billionaire, but I know enough about business that understocking is not really smart, but overstocking is not smart either. And somehow Meghan Markle managed to do both.
Everything sells out in 45 minutes.
Meghan's as ever shop, and she's holding on to $21 million in unsold inventory. You heard that right. That's 650,000 unsold products, all paid for, all boxed up, just ready for someone to buy.
But even worse is trying to sell a quality product that has no quality.
There's no wick again! Again! No way to light this thing. Seriously, look. By the way, smells awful. Cheap as chips. We're not making this up. You can't remove a wick. And exactly the same thing happened to Link. Watch.
You guys, this is not a joke. I'm testing Meghan Markle's new candle on my show. There's literally no wick.
When Meghan Markle first launched her products, they sold out really quickly, but not because of the demand, but because there was not enough stock. But of course, Meghan called it a success and not a failure, because in her reality world, she never fails.
I do not think about failing. No.
After that, Meghan thought it would be so smart to overstock. And thanks to her website glitch disaster, we now know that she's sitting on a $21 million worth of inventory, unsold inventory. Hundreds of thousands of jars and products sitting in warehouses. Once again, not very professional. But according to sources, Meghan and Harry went all in, and they did not want interferences or opinions. They wanted total control. But if this doesn't move fast, it's a bloodbath. They believed this would make them billions. Instead, they're staring at the possibility that millions are already gone. Their problem is not bad luck, it's bad planning. And as ever, Meghan wants to skip all the steps, take the shortcut. She did not study the demand, she did not study the buyers, she did not study the market. She certainly didn't calculate the budget before spending millions. And then she just wants success, credibility without competence, because she's the Duchess of Sussex. That royal title that gave her all the fame to begin with, and yet she remains ungrateful for the royal family. So what could Meghan do to actually fix this and get some money coming in for her brand as ever? Well, some ideas could be to drop that luxury act and make it more accessible, to rebrand or reposition it to everyday elegant or everyday lifestyle. She could lower her prices and reach a bigger audience, like bored moms or gift buyers. She could also tie it to her new cookbook that's coming out and offer the cookbook with a free candle. She could gift it to hotels, to retreats, to events, to even influencers. And if people use it, and if people like it, and if it's quality, people might buy more of it. These are just some ideas, but if you know more, then please do drop a comment. And while you're there, can you hit the like and subscribe too? I really appreciate that. So let's move on to the second reason, which is her ultra lavish luxury lifestyle. Private jets, bodyguards, security, designer clothing for appearances that look like this strange look. Then there is lawyers, PR, expensive travels, luxury handbags, Dior, Gucci type of bags, her jewelry, watches, $155,000 Cartier bracelet, earrings worth $40,000, a ring of only $62,000, or this Cartier watch of just under $6,000. The list goes on, but the point is it's not living well. This is burning cash to maintain status. If you want that type of lifestyle, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You just got to make sure that money keeps coming in, that you keep the deals going, the contracts going, that people want to book you, pay to see you and hear from you. And that's the problem with Meghan. You've made it all clear in all of your comments that, you're tired of hearing from Meghan, seeing Meghan. And I mean, it's not for nothing that she's been titled the most disliked celebrity of 2025. And yet, if Meghan goes to the UK, her demands just show that she won't let go of her ego. Wanting 4 floors of the Hyatt, extra security outside, staff not allowed to look at her, 24/7 drivers, luxury cars, police escort, plus flying her own chef, hair, makeup team, and I can't read more of this insanity, I'm sorry. Meghan needs to be seen as important, powerful, A-list, untouchable, and yet expect people to like her? The irony is that the more money she spends to look successful, the less people like her. So what can she do to fix this? It's not just about spending less money, it's about changing certain behaviors. She could try a commercial flight once in a while instead of those private jets. She could use security only when there's a real risk. She could make fewer luxury trips and less appearances wouldn't hurt her. The designer looks, they're fine, but why not repeating an outfit once in a while? Instead of just constant new looks and new wardrobes? It's not about being cheap, it's about being smart. You'll see me wear the same shirt several times. I travel the world, I have one suitcase. I don't mind. I'm sure you're doing the same thing, and it certainly is not hurting our wallet. Let's move on to the biggest money pit, the Montecito mansion. Only 16 bedrooms, now probably worth around $30 million, a large pool, tennis court, chicken coop with rescue chickens, yes, and a rose garden, roomy terrace, a gym, and of course a wine cellar. This is not a home, this is a luxury operation. Think about all the expenses that go into that. The insurance, the security, the staff, the maintenance, a beautiful rose garden, but the water bills for the garden.
Experts estimate the water bill alone for this estate is between $100,000 and $150,000 a year.
The amount of staff that must be needed to live in such a mansion. I mean, I'm thinking staff to clean, staff to cook, staff for the kids, staff for the gym, staff for maintaining the garden, staff for utilities, staff. I don't know, I'm probably forgetting a whole lot because I'm living a slightly different lifestyle. Maybe you know, let me know.
They are spending approximately $3 million a year just to exist in that house. $3 million. Net.
I'm not saying it's bad or wrong to live in such a mansion if money keeps coming in, if income is steady, predictable, and massive. But where is their money coming from? The Archewell Foundation? I'll get back to that. But what can they do to fix this and actually get some more money coming in? I have some ideas. They could sell it, which is highly unlikely. They could maybe Airbnb some of their bedrooms. They could maybe rent out their garden for certain events or retreats. They could maybe rent out the entire mansion for a short term. It would bring in some income, no? But is it realistic? I don't know. Let's talk about the Archewell Foundation, or now philanthropy, an organization supposed to help others. But is it, or is it helping Meghan and Harry? People do wonder, where is the money going?
Their charity, the Archewell Foundation, is apparently £1.8 million in the red. And that is because the charities had £3.3 million worth of expenses over the past year. We don't know exactly where that money got spent, but the suggestion is that a lot of it might have gone on these 2 pretend royal tours that Harry and Meghan staged. That wasn't why people would have donated, was it? To fund their luxury travel and their trips to these 2 countries.
Exactly. That's not why people donate money. And to make things worse, they decided to sell themselves to raise money.
It said the tickets to attend a dinner with the Sussexes go around for $100,000 a plate as they use the company charity buzz to raise funds for their charity, Archewell. If you need to do that, you failed. They're selling their soul for money. Money is not rolling in.
Yes, it's clear. Money is gone. If charity is spending more than it brings in, then who is paying the price? So is there a fix here? Honestly, I'm not so sure. I mean, they already cut down on so much staff, and they're not the people who are ready to listen to opinions and advice. So I guess what's left is just cut down on those luxury tours and travels. Let's move on to another point that affects their finances. The legal battles, the never-ending lawsuits. Like Prince Harry's case against the Daily Mail, his 3rd major court battle accusing newspaper groups of unlawful behavior. Last year, a source has told BBC that legal fees are estimated at £10 million for both sides in total. And that's just one example, because lawyers are not cheap, appeals are not cheap, court time is not cheap. Even if he wins, the cost to get there is massive. And it really makes me wonder, does it make you a better person, more liked, more successful, if you keep fighting these legal battles? Regardless if you win or lose, what do you think? Is there a fix? Well, yeah, just drop the fight. Drop the lawsuits, just drop it and move on. Have less security and just move on. But when you look at the full picture, the real problem is not just the money, it's the behavior behind it. The spending is excessive. The lifestyle is delusional, and none of it is necessary.
The money is well and truly running out.
So what's next for Meghan and Harry? Are they actually going broke? Or will they fix it and come back as most liked celebrities? I'm really curious where you think this is heading. And if you want to see another potential dark future for Meghan and Harry, I'll link to that video below in the comments, and I'll see you there.